Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg hunt, Easter egg hunt. I'm gonna turn this egg hunt into the world's largest VR Easter egg hunt in 24 hours. Let's go. Alright, let's open Unity, put in a hand, maybe another one, and third one for good luck. I don't know how the gun got here, but this stuff all works less than my unemployed dog. Would you please consider this? You're a pretty good roofer. Yeah, so I'm gonna use the YouTube API to turn each of my subscribers into a hunter. Hey, what's up, man? Oh, the goal is to collect as many eggs as possible and to be sentenced to the least time in jail, because that, Leo Master 4, is capital murder, sir. I started by creating a player model in Blender. Why are there so many buttons, by the way? I'm more lost than Oceanic Flight 815. Yeah, this is the best you're gonna get from me. I also made a quick program in Python to see who all subscribed to my channel. With the spawning working successful... yeah, with the spawning with cheesy tropes out of the way, it actually did work and it wasn't too bad, and wow, there are so many of you. It's actually so cool to visualize all you guys like this. Like, there's so many of you, what the heck? Thank you. And with the hunters implemented and moving around, let's add something for them to collect. Here's a couple plastic overweights for you all. The art's just a placeholder for now. Once I work up the gumption to use Blender again, I'll make it better. Also, bear arms, I guess. I made the bear arms work. This is cool. It's just a little pea shooter, you know? It couldn't hurt a fly. I was just kidding. It could maybe hurt a fly. But hey, I put a sticker on it, so it's totally safe. Top priority for now, though, is the map. It's looking a bit plain, isn't it? It's more plain and barren than my CV. Anyways, what better a scene for a mass egg hunt gunfight than my grandma's backyard? They'd line us all up on the porch with our little baskets in hand, and while waiting for everyone else to get ready, we'd be making like mental routes for maximal egg collection. It was pretty intense. And with the map complete, there's just way too many people here. Guys, it's not November 24th. Also, it's very laggy, so I had to make the difficult decision to make the amount of hunters limited to only people who were public subscribers or people who had left a comment. Anywho, I made a nifty logo and a title screen, a hefty green play button to bop, and updated those boring eggs to be, you know, Easter eggs. And I guess since I'm already in Blender, we can at least try to model the arms. I failed pottery class, so set your bar low, please. I somehow managed to give him 6 fingers, so it's completely accurate. Yeah, after 30 minutes I gave up and decided to use 8-year-old me's bright idea, the NECA shoot. Destruction and feloniosity, now completely hands-free. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. Needless to say, 2 sticks were way easier to model than a human hand, and now that I think about it, this would make a pretty good Kickstarter. And while the game is feeling more alive than ever, it sounds almost as silent and awkward as a room when the air conditioning turns off. So let's fix that. You may not know this, but I'm actually a professional Foley artist. That means I make art with foliage. It sounds fancy, but professional just means that you get paid for it. And I made $20 this month. Wowza. I made the channel when I was 13, and basically all I did was swing sticks from the yard in front of my iPhone 4S, and now it's getting thousands of views per day. To make me feel like I'm not totally wasting my time here, please consider subscribing. It would honestly mean the world, and maybe one day we can overtake my other channel. Anyways, utilizing my skills with a Z, I collected some various sound effects and mixed them in a copy of Adobe Audition, acquired by completely legal means. And kaboom! Now we have a lot of nice sounds and the game is feeling a lot more tactile and fun to play. At this point, we have lots of features, so it's a pretty good idea to get some playtesting in, so I hopped on a call, and it's really an honor to have had this opportunity. Do I even need to mention their name? It's my dog Addy. Hello, madame. Alright, do you wanna play my game? So yeah, just hold this and look through here. What do you think? Yeah. Also, this dude Danny played. His feedback was, please stop emailing me. My name is Daniel Schulman, CEO of PayPal International Incorporated. If you do not cease contact immediately, they all loved the game. So now we can spawn in the game, shoot some dudes with some totally harmless magical peas, and collect some exceptional eggs. All we need is a game over condition, because once all the eggs are collected, there's nothing to do but kind of just like run around and shoot each other, so it's kind of like Detroit. I'll make the most realistic ending possible. You get sentenced to jail for all of the the inexcusable crimes you have committed. Once all the eggs are collected, you appear at one of those like police interaction videos where your charges are read. Then the game gets locked till your time is served. And now I kind of want to add a super secret Easter egg to my game about Easter eggs, but I wonder what little me would have thought of this game. He probably would have been a little confused, probably wondering why I have an obelisk in my room listening to everything I say, probably wondering what happened to my cat Bubba. A coworker said that senior year goes quick, and for me, it is absolutely true. I'm going to be an adult in 2 months. I'm going to college this year. Most of my friends are moving away. It's scary to think about, and I don't know what's ahead. But I hope this chapter 2 will be a good one, and in one way or another, it's been an honor to have you as a part of it. So before we send our game to the Zucky Ducky, let's add that Easter egg.
Rotaka was charged with felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon, times 17, second-degree reckless injury, and unauthorized use of a mystical pink cube in a public space. Rotaka was sentenced to 2 days in the timeout corner.